Okay, good morning. We're continuing with the laws of the 3 weeks. We are on Tuf Kuf Nun Aleph Beis 551-2. Rosh Chodesh Adatainis, from Rosh Chodesh until the fast. So Rosh Chodesh will be, let's take a look here. Rosh Chodesh is Shabbos, July 10th. So we're talking about from July 10th this year until Tish B'Av, which is on Sunday, July 18th. Okay. So on those days, B'matan b'masa b'matan, a person should decrease in business, his business that he does, ubibinyan shel simcha, he should, and making a structure for simcha, for happiness. We'll see what that is. Could go in beis chasanas, like a marriage hall, or binyan sel tzir v'kir, or a house of paneling and drawings. It seems like a certain nice type of home. Ubnetiya shel simcha, a planting of simcha. They used to plant certain gardens for simcha. We'll see what that is. Could go in avankri shel malachim, shenotim, letzel histofif betzilo. They used to plant certain trees. I guess the kings would plant certain gardens with trees so that they could have shade. So you shouldn't plant that during the 9 days. O minei hadas or minei olim, or certain types of hadas plants, or something for, or canopies. V'im hayakos lo nota lipol. However, if the wall may fall, afal pi shehu shel simcha muter livnos. Then, even if it's a building of simcha, you could build. You could make it. So even though you shouldn't build like a wedding hall during the 9 days, if there's a wall that's going to fall down, then you can fix it. U'letzarech mitzvah hakol shari, and if it's for a mitzvah, then you're allowed to do it. Ve'ein nosin nashim ve'ein osin su'udas erisin, avali aras below su'uda mutter. You should not get married during this time, and don't make an engagement meal, a su'udas erisin. Avali aras below su'uda mutter, but to get engaged without a meal is allowed. So erisin usually refers to, there's two types in two stages in a Jewish marriage. There is erisin, which is the part where the man betroths his wife. That's where he gives a ring, and he acquires her, so to say. He's makadosh her, sanctifies her. And then there's the second part. That's the chuppah. That's the nisuin. So he says that you could do the first part, the erisin, without a festive meal. Now this halacha really isn't relevant so much now, or at all, because we do erisin and nisuin at the same time during the wedding. It's all done under the chuppah now. It used to be that they would do the first stage of marriage, and then months later they would do the second stage of marriage. Va'afilu b'tish b'av atzmo mutar li'aris. You could do erisin, the first stage of marriage, on Tisha B'Av itself, shelo yakdimenu acher, so that another person shouldn't precede you in taking a wife. Maybe someone else will marry her first, so you're allowed to marry her even on Tisha B'Av. V'nogim lahachmir she'ein nosin miyud zayin v'Tammuz ve'elech ad acher Tisha B'Av. And the custom is that we don't get married from the 17th of Tammuz until after Tisha B'Av is the total 3 weeks. So that the Shulchan Aruch says not to do this during the 9 days, not to get married, but the Ramah extends that to the entirety of the 3 weeks. Okay. So let's see the Mishnah Berurah to define some of these things that we said. Mema'atin b'masa b'matan, to decrease in business. Yesh mina poskim disvir lahu dahainu shelo yisa b'masa b'matan shel simcha. They said that we should not do business of related to simcha. What is a business related to simcha? Could go in liknos klei kesef, to buy nice silver vessels, otzarchei chuppah, or things that you need for the chuppah. Ukadom or similar things. Avostam maso matan ein tzarich l'may klal. But things for the just like regular business, that's allowed. Regular business is allowed. It's only business for the chuppah or for happy occasions which is not allowed. V'yesh tesvir lahu dechol maso matan tzarich l'mayet ba'es hazos v'lo yasok ela kedei parnasaso. However, some say that you really should decrease in all types of business, and you should only be involved with business that you need to support yourself, meaning don't go out to make extra money during this time. If something is a, I'm not sure where the yard is. I forgot what a yard is, but he says that if something is a davar ha'aved, if it's going to be a loss, then you could for sure be involved in it. V'shari b'chalinin, that's totally loud. Imhu motzio b'zol yoser, right? You find it cheap, and you won't be able to find it cheap after, so you're allowed to do business for sure. With manenu, he says nowadays. So we had these two opinions that some say you should decrease doing all business during the 9 days, and some say it's only business of happiness or whatever, like related to buying fancy vessels or stuff for a chuppah, but really all business is okay. But then the Mishnah Berurah concludes, he says, where the custom is to be lenient with all of this, because nowadays everything is considered for your parnasa. Everything is considered for a person's livelihood, so he doesn't really have to decrease in doing business during this time. Okay, so next time, Bli Neder, we'll talk about the prohibition of building a building of happiness, a building of simcha, like a wedding hall, and also the prohibition of getting married, and we'll discuss how one can have an engagement and other things that are prohibited and levels of happiness that are not allowed during the 9 days. Wish everyone a great, cool day.